What's up everybody, Zombie JLT1, your supernatural gamer and gaming beautician, bringing you today my first ever unboxing video. Now some of you may know, I started streaming the first Metroid game on NES, and I did a complete playthrough of Metroid 2 for Game Boy. What I've also begun doing is going out and finding a variety of different Metroid items at my local GameStops and even used entertainment stores. We're going to take a look at all the Metroid items I have acquired recently and some that I hope to find in the near future. But let's get to the unboxing. Now, I'm that type of collector. I have to keep as much of the plastic as I possibly can on my boxes, so if I have to take a while to do so, I'm going to take a while to do so. Some of you guys might be okay with just tearing the plastic off, but not me. Unfortunately, maybe it's my OCD, I have no idea, but I'm that guy. And besides, once you all see how very cool this box looks, you might consider doing the same thing too. There we go. That is exactly the reason why you keep a really nice box cutter with you. Alright, look at that. Look how easy that slides off. And yes, I do intend to keep that very awesome sticker on there. So as you can see, it's recreating the box art from Metroid Samus Returns, which was released on the 3DS. In fact, I do believe this box was themed after that game. Wow. Holy cow. These already look amazing. Let's start with the small boxed items here. We have a Metroid vinyl figure. I believe this is the secret item that's listed on the front. And truth be told, I am surprised how big this is. I honestly thought this was going to be a lot smaller, because I have seen the actual Metroid figure in the wild once. It's a big 6-inch vinyl figure, as I recall. And unfortunately, I missed my opportunity to get it. But look at this. Come on, get out of there. Normally, you have to pry a Metroid off of you. I have to pry this out of the box. Take a look at that. Tell me this does not look cool. They've got all the right appendages. You can actually see the nuclei of the Metroid in there. The dome is actually the right color. It's a little bit squishy, but not too much. I wonder if the legs are... Okay, so the legs aren't adjustable, but that's still pretty cool. Like, I could seriously make like a little side harness if I wanted to. Maybe I'll put them in my hair, I don't know. That's awesome. That is a really, like, just really cool minifigure. If you can even call it that. Because this thing is a lot bigger than some of the other ones I've gotten. Okay, let's put that one there. A Morph Ball Squishy. We use these at work. It's kind of what we call an item distraction. And I use these when I do my plasma donations during the week. I don't know if I'll have the heart to use this one though, because it's such a cool design. And it's actually pretty big. That's cool. Look at that. It's got Samus all packed up, ready to go in her little morph ball state. Alright, now it is a little too squishy. I have a few other ones that are a bit more firm than this. But that's pretty cool. It's like the size of a tennis ball. Yeah. And she pops right back out. Bloop. Like I said, I don't know if I'll use this, but that would even just make a really cool display piece. They actually nailed the details of this pretty well. Alright, next up we've got a Samus beanie and a silica packet. Don't eat that. I'm not much of a beanie person, especially when they've got that little pom-pom on there. But I gotta admit, this is super cool. I would probably wear this if it wasn't so hot here. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. If it's so hot, why am I wearing a hoodie? Wow, look at that. And you've got the little Samus insignia too. Really, really cool. Let me try this on real quick. Yeah, this is why I don't do beanies. They never stay on my head. And you got the cool little Metroid tag here. That's pretty sick. Maybe I'll just hang that one up. The next item. Tell me you would not buy this in a retail store if they sold this separately. I am amazed at how big this bag is. I honestly thought this was gonna be like a little rinky-dink throwaway bag. I can actually put legitimate stuff in this thing. And you've got, okay, so it's the same Samus design on the front and back, but I like the colors. I like the choices they made, even making the handle orange. Look at that. Some good Velcro there. Man, another item I don't know if I would use, but still pretty awesome to have. Man, this, I gotta say, this item box, in my opinion, is showing up to be the best one I've seen so far. Okay, another item I would buy on its own for sure. Check out that awesome Metroid keychain there. Look at that. It's actually got some weight to it too. Let's see, where's the little... Oh, there we go. I might just hang this up on the wall. I would hate to ruin it, but maybe I'll put it on my backpack. Look at that. Got the Metroid logo in the back there. Full-blown Metroid picture there. And like I said, it's got some weight to it, so it's not like one of those cheap throwaway aluminum keychains. This is actually pretty heavy. Got the little... I think that's supposed to be the Larva Metroid, but I'm not really sure. Man, every item so far has been 10 for 10. That's really cool. And we got the notebook. Got Samus's helmet there. This is a heavy notebook too, so that probably tells me that this is good quality paper. I'm not one for stationery in my loot boxes at all, but this is a cool decorative piece on its own. I probably won't write in this, but it's still kind of cool to show off, and definitely a plus in this box. And then we got the final item here. Looks like a portrait of some kind. I believe that's Samus's ship going to the Metroid homeworld of SR388. Could be wrong. But that is a really well done piece of art right there. This is another thing that I would hang up on the wall once I get a frame of it. That's pretty cool. I actually like this artwork. Wow. So we got cool piece of art, awesome notepad, an actual gym-sized gym bag. That alone is worth the price. A beanie, whether I wear it or not, is still super cool. A keychain with our lovable little Metroid on the front. Our Morph Ball squishy. And our Metroid vinyl figure. This is probably, between this and the bag itself, is probably the best items in this whole box. But everything in here I actually love. So I'm going to give this box a 10 out of 10. This is well worth what I paid for it. And not to mention that I like the box itself that it came in. I do like the one that came out for Link's Awakening, but I would honestly display this box on my shelf or on my wall because this looks freaking cool. And for us diehard Metroid fans out there, this might be right up your alley. Definitely worth what I paid for it, and if you guys are interested, check your local GameStops because these might be going on clearance soon if they haven't already. Alright, so that's the unboxing. Now I do have some other cool items that I picked up, like I said early on in the video. Most of them, again, are pertaining to Metroid, of course. We'll just do a quick look at some of these that I've gotten. The first set is this 2 Metroid set with Samus figure. I've actually been trying to find another copy of this because this is the first one that I ever got, and it's in really good condition, so I don't know if I'm going to open and display these. But now that I have that mini vinyl Metroid, I think I'll just keep these in the box. But I'm keeping an eye out for an extra set because I'm also that type of collector. Which is why I have 2 identical sets of the 3 power suits that Samus wears. We've got the Varia suit, which is that orange one there. You mostly wear that for damage reduction and fire protection in some games. We've got the gravity suit, which is right over there. That's the suit that allows you to move freely in the water regions of Super Metroid and other locations. This one also allows you to not take damage in lava. And then you've got the Phazon suit, which they introduced in Metroid Prime. And that suit is comprised of when you absorb, I believe it's the Phazon energy during one of your boss fights. And completely changes your color layout and then gives you additional boost to your attacks. It's been a while since I played Metroid Prime, so if I butchered that, I apologize. But I've always loved the look and design of this suit, but nothing beats the original. So now that I actually have 2 of these, which I believe I got for $2, maybe even cheaper than that, I'll probably open the one that's more damaged as far as the box is concerned. And probably the best item I have picked up. Not right now, little guy. Not right now. A replica of Samus's arm cannon. I did not know they made this, and I was blown away to find that out. I thought that the Metroid lamp that I had seen was probably going to be the best item that they had released. Nah. This thing kicks the crap out of everything else that has come out this month themed Metroid. Now, I'm not saying that the Metroid item box wasn't good, but if I have to compare everything, this is probably the most exquisite item that I have bought, and probably the most excited I've ever been buying something, because let me show you just how accurate this thing is. Because when you see things online and you're wondering just how big that is or how authentic it looks, let me tell you, you don't have to worry about that when it comes to this bad boy. This thing has some weight to it, so it's not cheap plastic. It's actually battery operated, and there's a grip on the inside that allows you to not only shoot off regular shots, but also a charge shot. Let me go ahead and turn this on for you. There we go. Now, this has a unique design for the battery compartment. It's this little side panel here, and you have to put some pressure on the front. I was afraid I was going to break this when I put the batteries in, but it's actually pretty sturdy. And so all you have to do is you just push in the front. Mine's just kind of stuck right now, I think. And yeah, it just comes right off. It takes 3 AA batteries. And like I said, once you've got those on there, it's got 2 types of functions. The regular shot, and as you can see, the front panels actually light up. Or if you hold the trigger down, you can do the charge shot, and then you just let go of the trigger. Now, I wish they had released this years ago when I actually used to cosplay as Samus, because this would have been the ultimate prop to have. Seriously, I was like completely enamored with this thing when I saw it in the display case. There is one other arm cannon I'm looking at too, and that's Mega Man X's arm cannon, but this has got to be probably the best replica I've seen of any video game character. The only way they can top this is if this actually comes out in metal. It's gonna be heavy, I'll admit, but if they can actually get it so that the barrel extends to like when she's about to fire missiles, I think that would make an even better prop. But again, this was something I found at the same time as I got those figures. I paid a pretty good price on it, not too expensive, so I'm actually really happy about this. And if you're the type of person that would rather display a piece like this rather than wear it or play with it, they've actually included an acrylic stand for you to put the arm cannon on. I don't know exactly where I'm going to display mine, but if I can get it out of here. Oh, it actually punctured a hole in the bubble wrap. Yeah, you can see this is the stand they give you. And then all you gotta do, just like that. I do wish there was a function that would keep the gun lit while you have it for display, but overall this is really, really cool. I'm actually really happy about this purchase. I'm happy about everything I picked up. No. Don't siphon the camera, please. It's bad for you, remember? In the near future, I may be streaming Metroid games for GameCube or Wii, depending on which version I get. And if I find any more cool items out in the wild, I'll definitely do a video on those. I am still looking for that Metroid. It's an acrylic figure that has a blacklight effect. From what I can tell, it's not as great as I guess fans were thinking it was going to be, but if it's cheap, I'll definitely pick it up because I want one of those huge, I believe it's 6-inch figures. That's a giant Metroid. I would love to have one of those, especially in my gaming era. I'd probably hang it up and make it free fly or something. So anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you tune in into my streams for the next upcoming Metroid game. And in the future, if I... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. See, this is why I'm glad I bought this thing. Looks like I got some work to do. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Zombie JLT1, your supernatural gamer, gaming beautician, and apparently space bounty hunter. And I'll catch you all later.